NAIJA, it's about to go down on the NAIJA Love Affairs, and I urge you to sit back and watch as this unveils, as the couples take us down the memory lane to tell us how well they know their partner.
After our wedding, 1 week after our wedding, we were so mad at each other.
We've been hearing things like, oh, come of it, he's my husband, you know, we've been married for over 30 years, over how many years and still counting. So today, this is the right time for them to prove to us beyond reasonable doubt that they really know their partner really well.
I remember.
They will be answering 5 questions while the other partner validates the 5 questions. But what's on stake? The standard chance to win a luxurious dinner properly sponsored by Portland Resorts and Hotels. This is brought to you by VFlex TV, supported by 10Q. Let's get this couple on the hot seat. I am Vic Speed, the voice of Niger Delta, and this is VFlex TV. Stay right there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome the very first couple on the NAIJA Love Affairs. Tonight is Mr. and Mrs. Michael. This is so beautiful. Look at the charming smile, by the way. Aww. My goodness. How? It seems like I'll be forced to get married by next year, because what I'm seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the NAIJA Love Affairs. I've got the very first couple on the show on the NAIJA Love Affairs today. So quick question, Mr. Michael, how long have you guys been married?
3 years now.
3 years, guys. That's a whole lot. Miss Michael, this is for you now. So was it a traditional marriage or white wedding?
It was a traditional marriage.
Traditional marriage. What was the color of the day?
White and pink.
I know pink was coming because it has to do with the ladies. All right, thank you so very much. Welcome to the NAIJA Love Affairs. Are you guys ready to blow us away? By the way, how good do you know your partner?
Very well. Very well.
So, Mr. Michael, how well do you know your partner?
I know as much as human beings know human beings.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, this is your chance to prove to me or to our viewers beyond reasonable doubt that you both know each other so well. So are we good to go?
We are good to
go. Okay, who's going to go first? Let me know who's going to go first.
He will go first.
You go first.
Guys, you have a battle here. Who's going first?
He's going first.
Okay, let's solve the problem right now. Let's solve the problem. So you have to pick one. Pick one. Pick one. And you?
Okay.
All right. You may now open.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. We need to see who's going to be the first person to answer the question. Just hold it. Just hold it. Just hold it. Why are you smiling, Miss Michael? Why are you smiling?
Okay, because the number I'm seeing here is something else.
The number is something else. Well, fingers crossed in anticipation. I need to know what that thing is. Mr. Michael, what number?
Number 2.
Number 2, and you number 1. So, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Michael will have to prove to us beyond reasonable doubt that she knows Mr. Michael so well. Stay tuned and let's see how that plays out. Oh well, so Miss Michael, so how confident are you that you know your husband so well?
Yeah, like I said I know my husband well. I have that confidence that I know him.
Oh well, Let's see how that plays out. I've got 5 questions for you to answer, and if he validates all these 5 questions, it automatically shows that you know your husband really, really well.
Okay.
All right, so here's my first question for you.
Okay.
It's pretty simple though, but let me just ask, what's your husband's favorite color?
White. He loves white.
He loves white.
Yeah.
He loves white. All right then. So I just want you to be so honest right now, because even the strongest couples, sometimes they do have disagreement. So I want you to tell me about a time you and your partner at some point were so mad at each other.
Okay. If I could remember, it's after our wedding. 1 week after our wedding, we were so mad at each other.
Well, just 1 week. 1 week was too, it was too fast. So what actually happened?
Okay, it was because of it's a minor thing. I wanted to eat okra soup, and he wants to eat afang soup.
Hey, by the way, I forgot to ask you, where are you from?
I'm from River State,
River State. Where is he from?
Akwa Ibom.
Akwa Ibom State.
Yeah.
And he actually wanted to eat afang soup.
Exactly.
And you know so well that afang is Akwa Ibom's delicacy, and you refuse to give him the afang soup. Is that it? So how did you guys resolve it?
Okay, we get to a conclusion whereby the two soup was there actually.
Okay.
But who is going to defroze it, right? And I have defrosed the okra soup, knowing that at least we would have eaten that one and leave the afang soup for the next day. So he said, no, bring out small from the afang soup. And what? So at some point, he, out of love for me, he said, okay, let me join my wife and eat the okra soup. And
Love. Guys, look at how love plays out. This is so amazing. I love it. They actually resorted to the afang soup just because of love. Oh, now love costs some. All right, let's go to the fourth question now.
Okay.
So everyone has their own hidden talent, right? So what's something you discovered about your husband after you were already together?
The talent I discovered about my husband after we got married was he likes to do house chores. That's a talent I find that he has.
So he has a talent for chores in the house.
Yes.
That's very rare, by the way. Don't forget to leave us a comment using the hashtag NAIJA Love Affairs. So you've answered 4 questions, right?
Okay.
It's remaining one very important question. This question is a very ultimate test to how well you know your partner. Are we good to go?
Yes.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
So relationships are tested, and at this point in time, you're allowed to spill the tea. What was the most unexpected challenge you faced together? What was the most unexpected challenge you faced together?
Welcoming our baby.
Welcoming your baby.
Pregnant is a first challenge that we faced together what we never expected.
Wow. I don't understand how getting a baby was a challenge. Like, if you want to give us a sneak peek of what happened?
We both of us agreed before marriage that we are going to stay at least 1 year.
Okay.
And it happens that the pregnancy come after 1 month of our wedding. After we got married. 1 month. So it was really a big challenge.
So it was 1 month instead of 1 year of marriage.
Yes.
Well, by the way, it's a blessing. So I don't know, why do you tell me it's a challenge? Because I see that as a blessing.
I know you say it's a blessing.
Yes.
But what you never expected, what you have not prepared for. What you have prepared for and it comes, you're going to take it with your whole heart. In fact, you grab it. But this one, you're not prepared. You're not ready. You just want to stay for 1 year with your husband, or want to stay 1 year with my husband, enjoy him, flex, outing together, and all the rest.
Please, my sister, please now, stop oppressing us. Stop oppressing us, the singles. Oh, Jesus.
It was really indeed a challenge for us.
It was really a challenge.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for answering these 5 questions. And I love the fact that you guys resorted to eating okra soup instead of afang soup.
Exactly, yes.
That's great. That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first segment. Well, watch out for the second segment on the show where the husband, Mr. Michael, will have to validate the 5 answers already given by Mrs. Michael. But then let's take a message from Portland Resorts and Hotels, our sponsor. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is the second segment, ladies and gentlemen, and we have Mr. Michael joining us to validate the answers already given by his wife, Mrs. Michael. Remember, the standard chance to win a luxurious dinner, proudly sponsored by Portland Resorts and Hotels. Now is the time to shine and convince us beyond reasonable doubt. Welcome back, Mr. Michael. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
So whilst you're waiting for your wife outside, what was your mind telling you?
What was my mind telling me?
Yes.
My mind said, maybe you can ask me a question I didn't really know from my wife.
So how confident are you now that you can validate these questions I asked your wife?
Just like I answered the question before, human understanding, I can at least answer some of the questions, even if not all.
Let's watch as that plays out. So, Mr. Michael, here is the very first question for you now. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is white.
White color. Are you sure white is your favorite color?
White is my favorite color.
Why do you like white?
I love white because of how it looks.
Because of how it looks.
Yeah.
All right, here is the second question. Sometimes even the strongest couples have disagreement every time. Is that so?
Yes.
All right, so tell us about a time you and your partner were so mad at each other. You know, you had a disagreement or something. Can you think of something? What was that?
The only disagreement I think of is when we decided when to have a baby after marriage. There was kind of disagreement that she decided to have the baby late, after like 1 year, and I said no, it must be early. I think that was the disagreement.
Okay, that was the disagreement. All right. So, question number 3. Is there a time you did something so out of character?
Okay, that's me or my wife.
You. Is that a time you did something out of character?
That is when
You both were married, yes.
Yeah, after we married, think of we determined the soup to cook.
To cook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which soup did you guys now cook?
She loved okra soup. Me, mostly I love editan or afang soup. That's my 2 of my favorite soup.
Okay.
Editan or afang soup. So we were argue. You cook this one. I said, no, you cook this one. No, you cook this one. So at last, as a man, to make peace in my home, I allow her to cook the okra soup.
Were you the one who cooked the okra soup?
No.
Okay. But you guys resorted to eating okra soup?
Yes.
Wow. Would you say it was because of love or something? You just said, okay, I don't want this problem to continue. Let me just eat my okra soup.
First, because of the love, and second, for peace to reign.
You know, husbands, they admit to whatever happens. They just want peace. They don't want problem. They don't want violence. That was very good. That was very good. You did great. Just letting that slide. All right. So here's your fourth question. Are you ready? Okay. Everyone has hidden talents, right? So what do you think is your own hidden talent that your wife discovered from you?
The one my wife discovered from me.
Yes, your hidden talent.
I normally bring that idea of doing things.
You bring out ideas of
that's why
doing
even
things.
when she was carrying the baby, she said, I wish the baby has the kind of wisdom my husband has.
Oh, well, that's good. So how about doing the dishes at home, doing chores?
Yeah. The one thing I don't like doing is washing clothes. If it is dishes in kitchen, cleaning home, I love doing them.
Okay, so you're saying that your talent is giving ideas and all of that.
Yes.
Okay, here is your fifth question. I beg your pardon. Here's your fifth question. Relationships are always tested, right? So you're free to spill the tea. Are we good to go?
Okay.
What was the most unexpected challenge you faced together as husband and wife?
You like you said, unexpected challenge. That was when, yeah, exactly. That was when that was the first thing you asked me. That was when we decided to have a baby after 1 year. Yeah.
Okay, that's the challenge.
Yes, that was the major challenge we have.
Well, the second question I asked you was, tell me about a time you and your partner were so mad at each other. So if you're saying that was the answer you're just giving me now, it's supposed to be for the second question. So now you have to answer the second question now.
Okay.
Good. The second question is, tell us about a time you and your partner were so mad at each other.
Escape my memory.
It escaped your memory.
Yeah.
You can't think of something.
Yes, I didn't remember.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the second segment, and we have Mr. Michael on the second segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a short break. We'll be right back, and then we'll announce if this couple actually convinces beyond reasonable doubt that they know each other so well. Stay right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the final round of the show. This is the last segment, and it's time for us to actually see if these couples have been able to convince us beyond reasonable doubt that they know their partner so well, and they stand a chance to be our couple of the week and also get a getaway from Portland Resorts and Hotels. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. and Mrs. Michael. I'm introducing them the second time because the vibes are really, really amazing. I love the vibes, by the way. And she's been smiling all through the show. So, Mr. and Mrs. Michael, I never knew you know each other so well. I mean, that's great. The information I got, what I got, is really, really amazing. Can you please hold each other together? Just hold each other now. Now, I know Sema kuna shake. You know, that's beautiful. Where's the camera, please? They need to give them a snapshot. Like, this is so beautiful. You really need to make a portrait of this, hang it somewhere in your sitting room, and it's gonna be so nice. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if these couples are able to convince us beyond reasonable doubt. I know Mr. Michaels is just looking at me to mention what the wife says, and you need to see he's even all paying attention, like, oh my God. Look at Mr. Michael, look at the way he's just looking at his wife now. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got Mr. and Mrs. Michael on the NAIJA Love Affairs, and they happen to be our first couple on the show. Well, they did really great. They had 3 answers correctly and 2 incorrect answers, 2 invalid answers. But right now, I would say Mr. and Mrs. Michael.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I am not convinced that you know each other so well. But then, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the NAIJA Love Affairs on this week's episode. And for the fact that they are the first couple on the NAIJA Love Affairs, I'm talking about Mr. and Mrs. Michael, they've automatically got a waiver and they are our couple of the week on the NAIJA Love Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for them. Round of applause for them. Mr. Michael, you're supposed to be smiling. You're supposed to be giving your wife a hug. Mr. and Mrs. Michael, well done. You did so well. So if you're watching this right now and you're a couple, remember you can be part of this show. Tell us how well you know your partner. All you need to do is discuss with your partner and send us a DM using the number displayed on your screen. Remember, this program is brought to you by VFlex TV, supported by 10Cube, and proudly sponsored by Portland Resorts and Hotels. It is located at Cedarwood Estate off South Road, Rukboku, Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. And I am Vixby, the voice of Niger Delta. Until I come your way next, stay blessed.
I'm trying to hold my breath. I can't let it stay this way. I won't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, and it's getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, oh, the shine of 1,000 spotlights, oh, the stars they will steal from the night sky will never be enough, will never be enough. Hours ago, it is still too little.